Hello, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully, you all are having a good day. We've got lots to talk about. Pretty fun game last night. Was another great day betting for us. Ended up, I said on stream yesterday I didn't have a side of the game. I changed my mind after stream. I ended up taking the Vikings. That was a winner. Gave out 4 touchdowns for the game yesterday, all at high odds. 2 of them hit, so some nice profit there. Had Caleb Williams anytime at plus 460. Also had him first touchdown, which was a nice. That was like 20. I think it was like 25-1 or somewhere around there. So that was a nice win. Also had JJ McCarthy anytime touchdown plus 560. Talked about both of those on stream yesterday as well. And yeah, I mean the touchdown picks have been rolling to start the season, which is good. But you guys know that's what I'm most confident in when I bet anything. So it's nice to kind of start the season off on a high note. I do want to give, before we dive in, we'll do like a quick look ahead at the weekend. If you guys have questions on anything, you can ask. My waiver wire article will be out right after the stream. So if you guys are playing in season-long leagues and you're looking for some people to pick up, there's a couple people I really like this week for pickups. Really, really rough situation for the running backs. Like no running backs got hurt. We saw a lot of big running back rolls out there in terms of teams giving the majority of their work to one running back. So honestly, not a great situation on the waiver wire this week for running backs, but there's some good receiver targets. There's Harold Fannin Jr. out there at tight end in a lot of leagues. You can probably go pick up. So if you have questions on any of your season-long leagues, you can go ahead and ask that. I do want to give some thoughts on just the game last night. And look, I'm so over. I'm just done with Twitter, I think. I don't know. I've always been loyal to Twitter. I think it's the best social media, in my opinion. It's definitely the best for fantasy football purposes because it was designed as like a news source. So you can actually get news on there. So I love it at heart, but I don't know like what has happened in the last 4 to 5 years, but there's just so, I don't know if it's like, I might be sounding old here. I don't know if it's younger people. I don't know, but something has happened to where the takes that these people give out, like there's no way that these people have watched football for longer than like 4 or 5 years. Some of the stuff that you see that gets posted during these games. I hope everyone out there that tweeted about JJ McCarthy last night, like if I was in charge of Twitter, like those people would get banned. Like it doesn't even have to be that specific example. Those people should be banned from Twitter for, it should be like the NBA or something. You should get like a 3 or 4 day ban for just being flat out stupid, just being an idiot. What on earth? You sitting at home on your couch, what could you have taken and evaluated in one half of football for that kid to say he's not a starting NFL quarterback? Because that's what all these people were saying. I saw so many tweets. Now, I will also say, and look, I'm an Ohio State college football fan. A lot of this comes from Ohio State fans because they hate Michigan and they hate JJ McCarthy because he played at Michigan, which also is stupid in its own right because he like just dumb. Anyways, there is no way that you can draw anything, whether the Vikings came back and won that game or not. If JJ McCarthy played a whole bad game last night, you can't evaluate a quarterback in one game of football, especially the youngest starting quarterback in the NFL. So I don't know. I don't know if I got to get off Twitter during the games. And then some guy, I don't even know why I respond to these people. Some dude started tweeting at me saying Kevin O'Connell's never elevated quarterbacks or something. I truly don't know what this guy was talking about. Literally every single NFL team would fire their coach and hire Kevin O'Connell tomorrow if he was available on the market. So I don't understand what you're saying. I saw so many Sam Darnold tweets like, I don't know if people just forget Sam Darnold was not good to end last season. But yeah, so I'm glad the Vikings came back and won. Obviously, cashed our bet, but I'm more glad just because everybody had to delete their tweets or admit that they're stupid idiots and that you can't. Even Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is getting all sorts of hate everywhere. He did not play good, but it's his first game in a new system. Maybe he's not a good NFL quarterback. That's certainly in the range of outcomes. Sitting at home on your couch and definitively saying that after he plays one game with Ben Johnson is just stupid. I don't know why people are so confident in their own opinions. But anyways, JJ McCarthy, I loved him for fantasy football. Coming into the season, he finished top 12 among fantasy scorers last night. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. He did that in his first ever game on the road. No Christian Darrisaw, no Jordan Addison. I think he's going to absolutely smash if you have him in your fantasy league for the rest of the season, especially as the Vikings get healthier on offense. He played great in the fourth quarter. Really high yards per attempt, which was great. Really efficient in terms of his catchable targets and stuff. He looked very, very good to me. And I'm glad that every idiot that had an opinion after 20 minutes had to eat their words. Grabbed them 10-1 live. That was a great bet, Nathan. Wish I would have thought to jump on that. I was pretty chill regardless. Once we hit the Caleb Williams touchdown and the first touchdown, it was everything else was, gravy after that. I really didn't look for any live bet spots. Had a pretty decent DFS night as well on DraftKings. Main team that I had there, I had JJ McCarthy in the captain spot with Caleb Williams, Justin Jefferson, Zacchaeus. Let me pull up the team. I had those four. So I had JJ captain, Jefferson, Caleb, Zacchaeus, TJ Hawkinson, who didn't do anything. But then I had Aaron Jones, who caught that long touchdown as well. Who would you be rostering rest of season between Dak, Herbert, Fields, McCarthy? I like all those guys. If I had to rank them, oh man, that is tough. That is tough. Let me Are you Nathan, are you asking in general or are you asking for your specific league? If it's for your specific team and league, I'd like to know okay. So it's if it's for your team, how many teams are in this league? And is it 4 or 6 point passing touchdown? That could influence my decision a little bit. Thank you, longtime listener. Appreciate you. Fly Eagles fly, of course. Go Birds. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support, rather. Appreciate you. If it's 6 point passing TD, I mean, I would have to have Dak and Herbert in the lead there. I think I definitely would have Dak up there, but I really can't go wrong with any of those guys, Nathan. I'd still put JJ last, even though I'm pretty bullish on him. 6-point passing league, and it's the same for 2 leagues, 10 men and 12 men. Yeah, I'd probably say Dak number 1, and then Herbert Fields is a coin flip there, and then JJ number 4 would be how I rank those guys. But yeah, let's look first look at next week. So Thursday night, obviously we'll talk about this on Thursday's stream. Really good Thursday night game this week. Commanders Packers. Looks like Commanders are catching 3 and a hook pretty much everywhere. I will probably be interested in Krosky merit props. I will probably be interested in some level of a Green Bay receiving props. I don't know who yet. I need to look more in the game. I definitely am going to be interested in some Bill Krosky merit props. Let me see if his props are listed yet and what they are at. Early returns, Washington slightly on the public side of things, but it's pretty even split. Krosky merit at 42.5 yards on FanDuel. Let me check if. Oh wait, I don't know why I always forget that we can just look at this on unabated. Let's see here, props. Let me see if this is up yet. And then we'll go rushing yards. Yeah, so 42.5 on both FanDuel and DK. A 40.5 on Fanatics. Hard Rock has him at 38.5. I'd be hitting that. BetMGM has him at 38.5 too. If you have access to BetMGM or Hard Rock Bet, Bill Krosky merit over 38.5 rushing yards looks like a good look to me. Yeah, I could see Daniels running as well, Nathan. Might have to go back to Debo, honestly. He's at what's he at for a TD? Plus 175. I mean, I like that. I don't know. I'll look more at the game tomorrow and Thursday, obviously, and we'll talk about it on stream. But that definitely sticks out to me there. Let's go back to the main and just look at these games this weekend. First look. Bears Lions. So we have Ben Johnson returning to Detroit right away here, getting right into it. Both teams coming off a loss in week 1. Lions are minus 5.5. There's a couple sixes out there, but mostly minus 5.5. I don't know if I have a lean on this one yet. I got to think on that. I don't know if I have a lean on that one yet. Browns Ravens 11.5 is just a monster spread for a divisional game. Just huge spread. There's a 10.5 out there, a couple 10.5s. ESPN bet circa. I don't know even what this is. There's 12.5 out there. That's a pretty high spread, I would say, for an NFL game. But I mean, Ravens. I don't know. Ravens coming off a loss in week 1. They started off 0-2 last year, too. If you guys remember, they lost to the Chiefs in a close one on the first night of the season. Then they came back home and lost to the Raiders. They were big favorites in that game, and they lost. So something to keep in mind. But personally, I think 11.5 is that's a lot of points. Giants Cowboys sitting around 5.5, 6 everywhere. Big bounce back spot for the Cowboys, in my opinion, offensively. Like that spot for them at home. Jags Bengals should be a fun game. High total. It's almost 50. Bengals are -3.5. Definitely going to be one of the highest owned games in the DFS streets there. What are your thoughts on Atlanta, Minnesota Sunday night? I grabbed Atlanta +5.5. Yeah, I would probably, like, without looking at the game, just saying that, I would lean. I probably would lean Atlanta. I don't know. I got to think about that, though. Mitchell, what's up? Rams, Titans, another tough spot for Cam Ward here against Rams. Good pass rush. They're at home, though. We'll see there. Seahawks, Steelers is a boring game, to be honest with you. Seahawks have a very, very good defense. Way different situation, in my opinion, than the Jets. Seattle has a legitimately good defense. So I don't think that Seahawks-Steelers game is going to do what the Jets and Steelers did last week. Bills-Jets. Bills are touchdown road favorites there. 49ers -4.5, potentially with no Brock Purdy. Definitely no George Kittle confirmed, potentially no Brock Purdy. I might like the Saints, honestly, at home in that one, +4.5. That might be a lean for me there. Patriots, Dolphins. I mean, how dusty are the Patriots that they're favored or that they're underdogs in this game after the way the Dolphins looked? But I would probably lean Dolphins. Dolphins have been good early season at home. Their defense is terrible, but I do expect the offense to be a little bit better. So I don't know. I'd probably lean Dolphins, even though it's gross and nobody wants to bet them. But that'd be where I leaned. Early survivor lean. I'm probably gonna take the Cowboys, to be honest with you. I don't really know another spot where I'd want to use the Cowboys, so I'll probably ride with them. Panthers, Cardinals, Broncos, Colts, Eagles, Chiefs. Just joined. How bad is Kittle injury? They put him on IR, so he's going to miss at least 4 games. Super unfortunate, man. You guys know I was very, very high on him in season long, have him on pretty much all my teams. He was well on his way. I mean, he had 11 or 12 fantasy points in the first quarter. And, it just sucks. It just sucks. But, I have Pearsall on a lot of teams too, so that kind of helps soften the blow. Yeah, Mike, good question there. What tight ends are we streaming? No Kittle. Like I said, waiver wire article will be out after the stream, but I will be looking to pick up Harold Fannin Jr. in every single in any league where he's not owned. I would say pick up Harold Fannin, even if you have a decent other tight end. I would pick up Harold Fannin Jr. Really elite role. One of the best roles for a tight end in fantasy football in week 1. Arguably the best, in my opinion. And I don't see that going away, to be honest. I think he's going to be a key feature of the offense. And what would separate him from Juwan for me, Mike, is just the Browns. As long as Joe Flacco is in the lineup, Browns are extremely pass heavy. They led the league in pass attempts last week. Now they're 11.5-point underdogs on the road. They're going to be throwing the ball a ton again. They have a brutal stretch to start the season. So I do have some concerns that, once the Browns are like 0-5, 0-6, do they bench Joe Flacco and they see what one of the rookies can do? But for right now, I want Harold Fannin on all my teams. Do you think he might be a guy that you yeah, I do think that, Nathan, for sure. I don't know if I'd do that like this week, just because of the matchup. But yeah, I mean, I'm very encouraged from what I saw from him usage-wise in week 1, and I don't expect that to change whatsoever. I don't know. So early leans in week 2 here. I kind of like the Saints a little bit. I kind of like Miami a little bit, but I'm gonna be getting into my first look at stuff tonight and tomorrow, and we'll kind of go from there. Jonnu Smith also available. I would rank them Fannin, Jawan, Jonnu probably would be high ranked, those guys. If anyone has any last minute questions, go ahead and ask those. Probably a quicker stream today. I'm gonna go finish up the waiver article and get that posted. I'll be live. We might do 2 streams tomorrow because I know Aiden wanted to come on because we were helping him with his fantasy league. We helped him with his draft. We're gonna help him with some pickups. So we might do an early stream and an afternoon stream tomorrow. We'll kind of see. Tomorrow I'll do First Look College Football and some other stuff, Survivor talk, obviously, as well. And then Thursday, we'll do Thursday Night Football preview. Friday, we will do the big college football preview and then the NFL preview as well. And then we'll be live Sunday morning for the last minute stream. But overall, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for all the love for the last few days. Appreciate it. Feeling very good about the process. I'm expecting a pretty big NFL season for myself and for the viewers of this stream. But yeah, I'm going to go get to work here. Good luck tonight if you're betting baseball or anything like that. And I'll see everybody tomorrow.